was you mentioned that in 2023 there was going to be 16 years of utopia, then in 2040 the reset. I couldn't find anywhere else any further information about that 16 years of utopia. Can you explain how you got to that, and have I got that right?
Yes. Okay. I have mentioned in probably 4 or 5 different videos this period. I've never gone into a lot of detail about it because there are several 2022 predictions that I'm still waiting to unfold come November, that were made 15 to 18 months ago in a series of videos, and it just hasn't really made sense to me to go further until those have happened. It's I mean, the we have a situation where we have a large body of people who believe the narratives that are put out there for them to believe. A lot of people believe that the World Economic Forum publishes for the public their misdeeds, or what they want, what they want to do with the world. I have serious issue with the 2030 agenda, not only because it doesn't make sense why intelligence apparatus would reveal to the public what they're going to do, and do it so prolifically using so many different channels and so many different social media platforms to just blast this out there. If it was true, why would you want it revealed? I don't believe it. I believe all that's misinformation. I don't buy into the media promoted fear mongering concerning the WEF and what they propose to do, human depopulation. It has been the trait of intelligence agencies since the 20s and 30s to use the media to put out all this fear mongering when their actual agendas are something totally different. And I can't accept that several YouTube channels have been going strong, and that's what they talked about. That was the chief subject matter, was all the conspiracies of the elite to depopulate the world and all that. And I can't see that they would have allowed that if it was true. So yeah, this is an info war. We're in the middle of an info war, not an actual war with battlefields and all that. All that's just skirmishes. I mean, if there was a real war going on right now, Russia would have mowed over Ukraine in about 3 days. But instead, it's just skirmishes. It's just a continuation of exchanging gunfire when either side could do a whole lot better, but neither will. Other countries won't join in. No, what I'm seeing is a takedown of the structure, the infrastructure that's operative today. That takedown, I think, is going to go pretty smooth, but it's going to be masked as something that's not their fault. Now, I'm putting a couple things together. One of them is a false Carrington event that will happen next year. And when I say Carrington event, I'm talking about blaming nature, blaming Mother Nature for taking out a problem that we have. And that's going to be the fact that there's too much truth being propagated online now. And an easy way to do with that is to blame an X flare or a solar flare or a small nuclear exchange. The electromagnetic effect would be the collapse of the DNS servers, which basically provide us the internet. So, and then bring a new internet up online within weeks or a month or so, and then claim that they had all these financial records backed up. They had all these government records backed up. They got all these penal and judicial records backed up. But lo and behold, all these social networks went down. But we just started 2 or 3 new social networks, and you can sign up for these, and that's when the real censoring will begin. But it's going to go in tandem with the release of a new technology. And I believe Facebook's metaverse is only a prototype. It's going to be, this is where the utopia that I'm talking about. I'm not talking about a real spiritual utopia. I am talking about a utopia for the collective, something that's going to take them away from the present world. in all its distractions and all its basically its present darkness. This utopia will be like a metaverse. It will be like we are in the simulacrum now. It will be a virtual reality simulacrum where you can do and be anything you want to inside of a whole nother artificial construct. So I didn't mean to convey that utopia as in we're going to have a golden age right before the 2040 event. No, I believe that they want to dull people by basically making them as comfortable as possible so they don't have to work for their food, they don't have to work to pay bills. These will be provided by the state. What the state wants is you to keep that visor on, because through that visor you'll have your entertainment, you'll have your social interactions. Through that visor you will have your government downloads, your news will be broadcast to you, interrupting your game time. I mean, a lot of people are not going, this new technology, they're not going to regard it as a game. Games can be played in it, but people are going to actually build worlds for themselves. They're going to be everything that they couldn't be in real life. This is the type of technology we're talking about. This is what Mark Zuckerberg's Facebook has already basically done with the metaverse issue. I'm just talking about that being a prototype and what's going to come being far better. And when you have almost 1 billion people on this type of technology, then there's no limit to what the elite can do with them. You have to understand, we're such fragile creatures that information can be uploaded to us optically. It's called subliminal embeds. They've been practicing with subliminal embeds since the 20s, and they're very good at it now. They know how many frames it takes to go in between to put images to make people do the thing, to go buy popcorn, to go buy Coca-Cola, to be angry at your spouse, to begin loathing your own children. They can put embeds in there to make you vote a certain way. There's all kinds of subliminal embeds are very dangerous because they tap deeply into our psychology. But subliminal embeds are illegal in every country in the world now, but that's a red flag. That's a terrible red flag for me, because when the whole world is obeying something, then that's just an invitation for a whole lot of criminal activity to be going on that's being unannounced. So I hope that answers your question on the utopia.
Thank you very much.